Hello and thanks for watching this Cloud9 ERP Solutions video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can now dictate attributes specifically to a lot or serial when you're in the manufacturing process. More directly, when you do your move transaction and you're actually creating the item, putting it into stock, you can now define these attributes based on the lot or serial. So we're looking at a shower kit here. And just setting this up, the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that lot and serial attributes is turned on. So if we go to Enable Features and we search, you can see that I have it turned on, lot and serial tracking. That's the first step. If we take a look at this item, we open up the stock item profile. The first thing we need to do is we need to look at our item class and make sure that attributes are defined for this particular item class. So if we go to attributes, you can see that we have bath and color. That's great. Now, if we close this and we go into the lot serial class, you'll notice in lot serial classes, you now have this panel below for attributes. So these are the attributes we want to define based on this lot and serial class. So any items that are detailed in this lot class will have these particular attributes. They're not required. We can check that box if we need to, but they are available for us to define. So we have that. Now, if we go in and create a production order for this, so we got this bill of material. We'll go into production orders. We'll create a new one. So now we have our production order, and we could take a look at the details here on the right-hand side of what we need to do and what materials we maybe need. But in this case, it's more just labor. We need to create two of them. So before we do that, let's release the production order. And we're going to jump right to it and create the move transaction. And so over here, it gives us a line to create the move transaction, what operation. We're going to skip right to the final assembly for the purpose of this demo. We'll save it. And if we click on line details, you can now see the lot serial number that we're going to put two items into. And over here, we can go in and choose what's the dimensions of the bath. Maybe it's 48 by 48. And we have a drop down here for the color that we're creating. It's going to be gray. Of course, all of this could have been done through configuration, but the point is we now have different lots that have different manufacturing traits that we're going to be tracking through these lots. Or in other situations, it could be serial numbers. We'll click OK here. We'll take it off hold and we'll release it. And so now we've released these items that we manufactured into our inventory with these specific attributes. And now what do we do with this information? How do we access it so that we can make decisions? Well, the first thing you can do is if you go into lot serial details and we search for our shower kit, you can see it here. And if we open it up, you can now see in this lot 5, we have these different attributes. So that's great. We can go in and look at history. You can look here and see where it came in on and all that. So you have that. Additionally, if I go into a sales order, make a brand new sales order, we'll pick our customer. And let's say this customer is looking for a shower kit. Well, what you can do here is click on the Add Lot Serial Number, pick your item, and if we scroll over to the right, you can see your different attributes here. So the customer wants a specific item. You only track it as one stock item because it's a custom type thing. But this is what we manufactured. And so if the customer's looking for a 4-foot by 4-foot bath dimension type shower kit, or they need a specific color, they could see that here. And you can come over here, select that particular item, and add and close. So now with that, you get the actual shower kit selected, but additionally, you also have selected that particular lot. You want to make sure that when the warehouse picks this, they pick the specific lot or serial, because that has the specific attributes that your customer is looking for. So that's the ability to update lot and serial attributes as you're manufacturing. The other thing I did mention, but I'll mention it now, is if you need to issue materials to a production order, so you need all these raw materials for production order, you can also look at the attributes when you're attaching those materials to the production order. So not only can you define the attributes when you produce the manufacturing item, but when you need to get all your raw materials together, if you need specific attributes, specific colors or weights or certain scientific measures, or maybe a certain classification or option, you can also pick the right materials for your production order to move on. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, please click the like button. And if you have any questions about this or anything else, manufacturing or Acumatica, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again, and have a great day.